What's up, guys? This is Ofo, and this is an FU's match using a team I made, which is pretty much the bottom NU. There's some stuff that you could say could do well in maybe even RU, but for the most part, these guys will be exclusively NU and would suck in RU. And my opponent actually didn't bring two tryhard Pokemon, so it actually turned out to be a pretty close match with the bottom of NU Pokemon. So I used my Kank scan, thinking he had Fake Out, but then I see a set and he actually doesn't. But I don't want to switch out giving him free bulk up, so I do just go for double hedge right off the bat, because I'm thinking he's probably going to go for bulk up anyway, and I know double hedge will do a good amount to this whatever this guy's called, and he does go for bulk up. It would have sucked if he had gone for like a drain punch or a mock punch or whatever, but I just kind of had a feeling. So now I go into my Dust Skull. What's it called? I can't remember. And he goes for mock punch, which works out for me, and then I go for substitute. Now, this I do have max speed, max defense in this guy, and he's really he can do work. The entire idea is getting up a curse, and then with that curse, then pain splitting because of my such little HP. I can usually gain up almost all my HP back from the pain split and take my opponent's Pokemon down by a lot. But I do go for a Nightshade after going for like the curse, and that is able to take him out. So he actually did some work. He did end up taking one of his Pokemon at least. Right here, I'm hoping he'll miss his Fire Blast or whatever, so I can get up a Pain Split, get all my HP back. Unfortunately, he doesn't, and he does take me out with a Fire Blast. Easily gonna kill from that range of health, and I'm purely defensive. I'm physically defensive. I go into my Simipour here, knowing that I am actually scuffed, so I hit him with. I went for a Hydro Pump, hoping that it would hit anything for a good amount of damage, but unfortunately it misses. And that is probably the only hacks this entire game. This game is actually really good hacks wise. There's no crits, I don't believe, and there's almost no misses besides that one. I go into my Miss Mime actually, and as a Grumpig it goes for a Confuser. I then actually break through it and go for Swagger myself, which confuses his Seer. And this Mr. Mime is all about getting up a substitute, Thunder Wave, Swagger set, and getting up a sub, and then baton passing a sub to either my Pinsir or my Pikachu, because both those guys have Swords Dance and Nasty Plot respectively, and if given a substitute, they can either set up and make use of it that way, or simply start sweeping with the sub. Now I'm getting behind. He goes into his Golbat, and I do get fully paralyzed, but after that, I do go for a Thunder Wave after bringing up a sub, which does block the Toxic, and I completely forget about Whirlwind, but it's not too big of a deal, at least to get that guy Thunder Wave, so everything will outspeed it on my team. I do then go for a Thunderbolt, hoping that I can maybe take it out. It's super effective, it is Stab, it's boosted by Light Ball, but Golbat is pretty bulky, especially with Eviolite. And so I was thinking of going for substitute, but I didn't want to because I thought he would predict that, or predict me to go for a Nasty Plot and go for a Whirlwind either way. But instead, he doesn't. And I do go for Hidden Power Ice on the off chance he might go into his Dragonair, or not Dragonair, no Dragonair, yeah, to take the Thunderbolt. He doesn't. Now he goes into his Grumpig. I know Grumpig pretty much walls me because they tend to be especially bulky. So I do go on my Mr. Mime again, which does probably the best of any of my Pokemon to wall it. So I go for substitute, predicting him to go for Magic Coat again, but he does go for a Seismic Toss, which does break my sub. Now I have a choice. I can either predict him to go for Magic Coat this turn, predicting me to go for Swagger, and go for substitute again, or I could go for Swagger. And I decide I couldn't remember if Magic Coat was priority or not, so I decided to go for Swagger. Besides, I don't really want my health going down too much. He does actually predict that pretty well, and he does just go for a Magic Coat. That does bounce back my Swagger, and now I have a paralyzed Mr. Mime. So I decided I don't want to stay him, and I hate confusion. I don't want to be hitting myself, giving him free turns to set up, hit me with Seismic Tosses, whatever. So I go into my Pinsir, who can really threaten him out with an X-Scissor. And I was thinking of predicting like the Seer and going for Stone Edge, but I didn't want to mess around with this Grumpig because I could tell he's really knowing set. So I do just go for X-Scissor. He leaves him in to die. I don't know if he's predicting something, but now he does go out into into a Simisear. I don't want to stay in and take a hit. So I do go into my Mr. Mime, hoping he can take one hit, and he does. He survives with 1 HP, which is, or her actually. She survives with 1 HP, which is just awesome. And I am then able to get up with Thunder Wave on the Simisear. It was, I could have gone for the Swagger, but I thought that a permanent paralysis was better than a impermanent um, confusion. But it turns out that he never gets fully paralyzed this entire game, which is just, this really was a completely non-haxy game. I do go substitute here, thinking that he might get fully paralyzed, or he might miss, or he might even if he doesn't do one of those things, he has Life Orb, so I'm gonna be guaranteeing a 1-hit KO after the Life Orb recall. So this turn, I do go for Thunderbolt, knowing that Simisear is not too bulky. That's stab boosted by Light Ball. That's definitely gonna take him out. So now he does go into his Dragonair, and I'm hoping he'll leave this guy in. Personally, if I were him, I would have gone out to his other guy, which is his Ampharos, to take a hit. But I'm perfectly fine with him bringing this guy because I can get off a really strong Hidden Power Ice. Does over half despite being non-stab. So he does go for extreme speed. Not sure if he's gonna outspeed me or not. I'm guessing I would have outsped him. I could be wrong. Now I do go into my Simipour. Now I know how to pump would have taken him out from this range, I think. But I didn't want to risk the miss, so I did just go for Ice Beam. Just guarantee it because I didn't want that guy sweeping. I do leave my Simipour in to die from a Thunderbolt from Ampharos because if he's not offensive, I can probably take it, and if he is offensive, then whatever. I can handle this guy different ways. So now I go into my Pinsir, knowing I will outspeed, and I go for an X Scissor, thinking that'll probably take him out, and if not, his Life Orb Recall should do the job. It doesn't take him out, but as I hoped, his Life Orb Recall, he will die to his Life Orb Recall next turn, but so that's actually turns out to be a 1-0. I did have my Kangaskhan left. Even if that didn't kill, I did have Sucker Punch my Kangaskhan, which would have done the job. So that was a great game, really fun, really not hexy at all, which is really new for me. But it was a great game, and it's really fun using these pretty much non-existently used Pokemon, especially when my opponent doesn't bring, more tried Pokemon. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I really did, and I'll see you guys later.